Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be bringing y'all an Ashes Scents haul. This is a new to me vendor. I'll be sure to go ahead and link her Facebook group and her website down below. And just a heads up for any new customers to her business, you can use her code NEW and that will give you 30% off your first order, which is amazing. Is there anything else I can think of? I know there's something else I was going to tell you. Oh, and pardon me for my voice, it's still kind of working through allergies. But I will say real quick, you can combine orders and still use the 30% off each time. So to learn more about that whole thing, go in her group, just search her group about combined shipping and her new discount. The new discount is just the word new and then the word new, just 2 times. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the haul. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my samples. I got 4 samples. And the first one I have to show you is Juniper's Island, which is juniper, banana pudding, mandarin, kiwi, and aloe. And she does have a pour date on her product, or cure date rather, and she has her logo and a scent description. So to me, this really does smell like a Runts candied banana with Juniper Breeze, the Bath and Body Works like shower gel, are the 2 main notes. But then there's definitely not an earthy citrus, but there's a citrus, a very sweet, almost candied citrus. And then you do kind of pick up a watery note, which, I mean, a lot of aloe scents will kind of smell kind of watery. So, I mean, I do pick up all the notes in this. It smells really great on cold, and I already went ahead and chopped them up into 3 little pieces. Next sample we have is Autumn Wish. Is it Wish or Wishes? Autumn Wish, which is sweet thyme, apricot, sweet thyme, ancient waters, mac apple, and toffee cupcakes. Sorry, there's another apricot blend that has orange in it. So this one, you actually, the first note you get, and I hate mac apple scents, I really do. This one I don't get, it's definitely not the star of the show. To me, on cold, if I had to give it to just one scent, it would probably be the toffee cupcakes. And it actually does smell like toffee, which is very hard to get done because toffee, caramel, butterscotch scents all kind of tend to run together for a lot of vendors and a lot of oil suppliers. This one distinctly smells like a toffee, like you poured a cupcake out pretty much and you filled it with toffee and frosted it with some buttercream. You do get the mac apple, but it's surprisingly not the star of the show. It is the second note I get, which is kind of alarming. And then you actually do get an herbal thyme scent. And again, it doesn't smell like sage, it doesn't smell like rosemary. Thyme has a very distinct smell to it. And it's definitely not the strongest note in here, but you can still definitely pick it up. So I will definitely still melt this and see what it's like on warm, but I'd be lying if I said I hope the mac apple doesn't come out a whole lot while warming. Next, for my last 2 samples, we have this tear-free shampoo in Athena's Ambrosia, which is champagne, manuka honey, lavender macarons, and raspberries. This is a 4-ounce bottle. It's got an expiration date and everything on it. It's ingredient list, instructions for people who I guess don't know how to use shampoo or use her shampoo. So I got this. The first note you get in Athena's Ambrosia is that like herbal lavender kind of. It's definitely an herbal lavender. I don't get any bakery from this at all. Following the lavender, you do get a very perfumey raspberry. It's not like a fresh picked, it's not a fruity raspberry. It's definitely a perfumey raspberry, and I don't mind that. I love very intense fruity fruits in wax, and I also love very intense floral perfumey fruits in wax. So, I mean, I'm kind of weird like that. I know a lot of people would prefer it to be a fresh fresh raspberry. But it's definitely a tart raspberry perfume. You do pick up like a wildflower honey. Again, it's not, you know, a generic teddy bear fake honey. And it's not a fruity honey. And to be honest, I'm not getting anything fizzy or effervescent. It doesn't smell like champagne that I smell in like oils from different vendors either. So I wouldn't say that there's any fizziness. And then I got a little detangling spray in the same scent. And the reason I love these so much is I had to make a decision. I could only get one. I really, really, really want to try her conditioner. So I bought the Athena's Ambrosia conditioner in my second order. I placed 2 orders. This is a part of my second order, but since I'm showing these now, I might as well go ahead and talk about it. So again, they all 3 smell exactly the same. There's no difference between the products. And I'm really excited to be able to test those out. So that was really, really sweet that she sent me the matching set, because I do like to get my things in sets, but I had to make a decision, and that's the one I went with. So anyway, now let's get into my first order. I got this Bay Butter and Branching Out. This is from, I believe, before she started putting scent notes on it, so I don't have the scent notes, but I do have like a vague memory of what is in it. This is her 2-ounce shape for $3.50. These 2 retail for $2 for little wax bars, and these I believe are $8 a piece for her body care and the conditioner, shampoo, and spray. The spray could be different, so don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly certain the shampoo and conditioner are $8. But back to the Bay Butter. This is retails for $3.50. This is like a body butter lotion kind of scent. So to me, I know there's fig in this because I remember it on the scent notes. But I get fig and sandalwood. Those are the 2 notes I'm really, really picking up. I know there's got to be more in here because it was a pretty long scent description if my memory serves me right. But I don't remember what they were, to be honest. But it smells really great nonetheless. So that's Branching Out. Next we have a shower sorbet, which is like a shower, quote unquote, like shower frosting kind of thing. I guess I should show y'all the insides. It's showing up darker than it is on camera, but this isn't, it's not thin and it's not thick, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. This also retails for $3.50. The notes on this were like blueberry, birthday cake, cotton candy, frosting, and something cotton candy related, but it's not called cotton candy, like candy fluff or something. To me, what I really get is that blueberry butter. It smells like a blueberry, like a homemade blueberry buttercream, but it's a very artificial blueberry that you just frosted like a confetti cake with. And the only reason I will say I get cotton candy, because it's very hard to get a good cotton candy scent, is because it smells like strawberry cotton candy, because I do smell like distinct strawberry in this. Which I will assume is from one of the cotton candy scents. I think there's like a candy fluff and then cotton candy frosting. So this is Darren's Candy, or Darren's Kingdom of Candy. It smells very, very nice. And lastly, for my first order, we have this Pure Bliss satin scrub, which is sparkling mint blossom, the Bath & Body Works type, and pear. I am a pear lover, and this is no exception. The most dominant scent is that sparkling mint blossom. Pardon me. And sparkling mint blossom is very hard for me to describe. It's definitely like a spearmint without being toothpaste spearmint. Like a spearmint floral body care kind of scent, pretty much, and then pear. I wish pear would be a little bit more dominant, but this is a really, really, really good scent nonetheless. This retails, it's 4 ounces, and this retails for $7. And it's got the little red beads in here, or little strawberry seeds, is like an extra exfoliant. And next we'll get into my second order. We'll do the body care first, and then we'll finish off with the wax. So just diving right on in, we have, and these are all shower sorbets, and this is Rouge Raven, Flannel, Juicy Apricot, and Creme Brulee. This one I'm still very on the fence about, and I need to actually use it before I make up my mind. The apricot is definitely more of like an artificial borderline peach, like canned peach. Like if canned apricots were a thing, this is what I'd be smelling, which isn't a bad thing. It's just definitely not the most authentic apricot I've ever smelled. And this is I will say her creme brulee oil is amazing. It actually does smell like a vanilla bean custard with caramelized sugar on top, like almost burnt. but not quite. The only thing throwing me off in this is the Bath & Body Works flannel type. Because sometimes it makes this smell so gross and nasty, and other times it adds this fresh cologne vibe that makes it so unique and different. So I really do need to try this out and see what it's actually going to be like on my skin, but on cold it's giving me like a lot of different like vibes to it that I just don't know about yet, so I'm gonna have to try it out. The next one we have is Briar's Blessing, which is vanilla chai, agave, morning mist, and whipped cream. Okay, let me start with this. I was hoping there would be more of like a vanilla chai latte kind of scent to this, which you can kind of pick up like a very heavy, it's more so vanilla whipped cream, like if you made homemade whipped cream, you spilled just a little bit too much vanilla into it, and you added just some basic chai spice to it, like a chai spice blend, but you didn't add a whole lot, just a little pinch. And then there's something very watery about this, and I don't know if it's the morning mist or the agave. To be honest, I can't tell you. I've never smelled agave before in wax, and I don't know if morning mist is a house blend or a single oil, but I've never smelled it before to my knowledge. It's just making this smell very watery. It's not like a watery cologne. It's not rain, which I have another scent that has rain in it, which is very distinct. I just don't know how else to describe this one. It's very unique. I don't hate it, but I'm just trying to figure out how much I'm gonna love it. Because I do like it, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm gonna love it, if that makes sense. But it smells really nice. I just don't know which one's gonna come out more when I actually use it. Speaking of rain, we have Miss Spider, sugared strawberries, rain, and creme de menthe. This one, you get all those notes and you get them all very evenly. Not one note stands out above the other, which is really good. It's a very, very, very balanced blend. Okay, so the type of strawberry that this is kind of hard to describe. It's like you mashed strawberries and you put just a little bit, and when I mean a little bit, I mean just a little bit of sugar on them and mash them up. It's not quite like a strawberry simple syrup, because that would have definitely more sugar and you could kind of smell it a little bit more warm, if that makes sense. Certain strawberry oils smell like strawberry simple syrup, which I have made. The rain in this definitely does smell like you're walking out. Okay, so let me paint a picture for you. This smells like you're walking out after it has just finished like raining really, really heavy. You go out to your strawberry bush. You go out, you rub on the strawberries, and your strawberries are planted right next to some mint. That's pretty much what this is giving me. It smells amazing, and I cannot wait to use this one. This is definitely one of my top faves. And lastly, this is, I don't know where I'd rate this, but this is definitely my top 3. And this one is Martian Girl, which is acai, sage, pink sugar, and satin sheets. When I saw satin sheets, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this, because there's no way I'm gonna pass up on like something that could potentially smell like laundry body care. And what can I say? So the first note I am picking up is that pink sugar. A very, very, very sweet body care perfume scent. I'm sure almost everybody smelled pink sugar before. Then you do get a nice laundry scent. And it's not a perfumey laundry. It's not like fresh out of the dryer necessarily, but it's kind of like laundry that like you just finished folding and put up, and you open the drawer and smell it again like 30 minutes to an hour after it's been sitting. That's the kind of laundry that smells like. It's not a detergent. It's not anything. It's not a perfumey laundry. It's not soapy laundry. It's not wet laundry. It's not dried laundry. It's not like laundry you like put up for a little bit. And then you do get something that's very herbal in this. It's very herbal fruity. Like you took a mortar and pestle, and you mixed something fruity and something herbal together. It's too far in the background for me to be able to distinctly say sage, because I love sage, but it definitely is something that's a generic, or not generic, but a vague fruity herbalness in the background, but the main two stars of the show are pink sugar and satin sheets. So I'm actually very, very intrigued about that one and try it out. Now let's go ahead and get into wax from my second order. This is probably my least favorite thing that I ordered overall, and it's Autumn Tail. And this is zucchini bread, pumpkin, milk, and coconut cream. The coconut in this smells, it's not a good coconut, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. That coconut smells like suntan lotion kind of coconut, which I don't like at all. Not when it's mixed with like bakery scents. I am getting more of that hint of spice zucchini bread. This isn't red hot zucchini bread, and this also isn't like a creamy zucchini bread. But I am kind of starting to pick up a little bit more pumpkin and zucchini bread as it's been sitting, but the main note I'm still picking up is that coconut like suntan lotion. So I am still gonna melt it and see what it's like then. I already cut it up so it looks really gross. Not gross, but it doesn't look as pretty as my other ones I was able to keep together. But I will still melt it and see what it's like when I actually get it on the melter, but so far I'm just not loving it. So the next one we have is Beatrix's Bedroom Lemon Lavender Shortbread, Pumpkin Souffle, Fig and Vanilla. Okay, the first thing you get is that sensual body care-esque fig, and then you get like a generic, very sweet, fruity scent. So I don't know if she's using just one fig oil or two, or if there's another scent that's not listed, but that's kind of the two main notes. Then it's like a lavender vanilla. I get no pumpkin, I get no bakery, so I'm not really getting any shortbread or souffle. And I'm not really getting, like, lemon is... The lemon is kind of hanging in there, but it's definitely not the star of the show. It's like, it would be like a background character on the set of a TV show, pretty much, is how I would describe how much lemon there is in this. I was kind of worried about the lemon and lavender. Pardon me again, but I was kind of worried about the lemon and lavender because I hate the Yankee Candle lemon and lavender. It just doesn't blend right to my nose. I don't like other vendors' take on lemon and lavender, especially when they try and duplicate the Yankee Candle one. So I was worried about this, but it's definitely better than I was hoping it would be. Definitely not the same, and the proportions are just right. So next to, come on. I loved almost all my wax though. Like I really like that one, and I love I love everything else to come. So next we have Adam's Autumn Activities. Try saying that 10 times fast. Macadamia nut, pumpkin crunch cake, pink champagne, and galactic skies. I still don't know what galactic sky is. Pink champagne, no, there's nothing like champagne-esque about this. There's nothing like pink that I can think of, like a fruit or pink sugar. It's nothing like that. The main notes I get is, of course, first off, pumpkin crunch cake, which is one of my favorite oils and wax. Followed by something almost pumpkin pecan waffles-esque, but a different nutty note. And then there's something in the background that I just can't pull out. Like it's, without me knowing what Galactic Skies is, I don't even think I can give you a good guess. It's definitely different and intriguing. But again, the main two notes are going to be your pumpkin crunch cake, which is the main note, and the macadamia nut, which kind of lends itself to pumpkin crunch cake to give you a more sophisticated, I would say, or more depth than a pumpkin pecan waffles, which is just like very, very sweet, mapley sweet. So if you want something similar to pumpkin pecan waffles, but you don't want it to be as sweet, definitely try Adam's Autumn Activities. Next we have Fantastic Fox Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Apple Harvest, and Oatmeal Raisin Cookies. This is probably my favorite wax that I got. If I had to sit down and just pick one, it would probably be this. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is definitely there and present. It's very strong, and I hope it doesn't take over while melting because I love the other two notes. Apple Harvest, I don't know what else is in this, but I definitely do get a very nice, fresh picked Red Delicious apple. And that oatmeal raisin cookie, it smells like a homemade, like you put in the cinnamon, the nutmeg, everything, and you made homemade oatmeal raisin cookies. And you actually do smell raisins. I love her oatmeal raisin cookie oil. If I could get it by itself someday, I definitely would. Because this just smells amazing. Even with pumpkin pecan waffles being as strong of a scent as it is, oatmeal raisin cookies is still the scent that I get the most of with pumpkin pecan waffles and the Apple Harvest close behind. This smells amazing. If I could only recommend you get one scent, it would be this one. And we have two more. This one, and if you haven't noticed, a lot of her blends have like a lot of weird things mixing together. So if I thought, okay, well, if anything's gonna smell good, basic, generic, it's gonna be this one. And it's the Brambles berries, and it's cranberry bars, cotton candy, sugar cookie, and vanilla frosting. What this smells like to me is a fresh, juicy, ripe cranberry. That's not fake, it's very authentic. Next, you get like a sugar cookie that has a vanilla glaze on it. Not necessarily a frosting, it's definitely not as thick and heavy as like a buttercream frosting or any kind of frosting I can think of and recall in wax. And then you kind of do get like something just adding a hint more sweetness to it that's kind of hard to put my finger on. Would I have said cotton candy if it wasn't in the scent description? No. But I can kind of see how there'd be like some cotton candy in this. This just smells amazing. If you're looking for a very good, authentic cranberry scent, and you're also looking for something in bakery, I really can't recommend this enough. Even if you aren't looking for it, if this is still available, I highly recommend this one. This is the most quote-unquote mass appeal, I could kind of say, I think, other than maybe Fantastic Fox. And lastly, we have Gomez's Solarium, which is salted caramel, bourbon, and fluffy marshmallows. The bourbon in this kind of scared me because I've had Kentucky bourbon from Kay's, which was just, I can't with that one. I'm sorry. That one was just too much for me. Smelling this one though, the main two notes is it smells, oh my gosh, what is the candy? It smells like Cadbury like a Cadbury chocolate bar without the chocolate. Like it smells like the caramel, like the, what's it called? The jet puffed marshmallow filling that you covered in like chewy caramel, specifically chewy caramel. And then there is kind of something, it does kind of smell like bourbon that I smelled in other caramel plus bourbon oils, like bourbon maple from Bath & Body Works, kinda, not as much though. And then bourbon sea salt caramel from Bath & Body Works, which I wish they would bring that scent back, so I only have like 2 left. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. Again, this would probably be my top 3 of scents that I got. I mean, this, it just smells so amazing. I really like how she got such a nice, like, chewy caramel scent, and not like a caramel sauce or salted caramel, or it's not even too intense of a caramel either. She really has a good caramel oil. And that fluffy marshmallow is definitely a fluffy marshmallow. It's like jet puffed marshmallow fluff, like that you can get in the store. Pretty much is what it reminds me of. So I'm really glad with my order. That's it for my haul. She does send an invoice with your order, and at least I got a little handwritten card. So I always keep anything that I get from vendors or family members or anything that's like handwritten cards. I just love handwritten cards. But yeah, anyway, that's my haul. This is all I got, and I'm very, very excited to start digging into more vendor body care. Especially the more like unique things like the shampoo, conditioner, and the spray. And her wax just smells so good on cold that I really am looking forward to seeing how it performs when it's melted. So that's it for the video. I'm not going to drag it on, so make sure you check the description box down below to, you know, join her Facebook group to keep up to date with her restocks and stuff. Make sure you, if you order, use the code NEW in the discount code box. It'll give you 30% off your order. And don't forget, you can always combine orders. So I think that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.